Fala galera, estamos começando mais um episódio da série Baldur's Gate 3, né? Episódio passado a gente parou aqui, né? Investigando um pouco essa área. A gente tava tendo alguns problemas de travamento, que eu fiz alguns testes e aí eu descobri que o problema era com esses discos aqui Gintiank, né? Que estavam travando qualquer diálogo que eu tava tendo, né? E aí uma vez que a gente fala com ler eles através de Lae'zel, né? Aí fica tranquilo. Para de travar, né? Aparentemente.
Your mind connects with Lae'zel's, and together you envision the Githyanki disc.
Another part of the Orpheus tale. This one has been translated to Common. Fine. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus.
Once again, your mind opens to Lae'zel, and she considers the disc.
More writings on Orpheus, the so-called Prince of the Comet. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars, we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. This is more than a fable. It's an affront to the undying Queen Vlaakith. Gith's son died to Voss's blade. Orpheus is no more. It is not just improbable, it is impossible. Kithrak Voss and his red dragon slayed the fell prince. You could no more resurrect him than you could glue together the pile of ashes he became. My Vash taught that the silver bells of Vlaakith's court still ring out before every hunt in celebration of the prince's defeat. As a child, I longed to hear them for myself and sing in praises to the deathless queen and her Githraki. Tiamat's emissary. It was he who carried word that Mother Gith had negotiated the gift of the dragons, and that Vlaakith I would preside as Queen of the Githyanki. Ephelaman remains the Queen's consort to this day, as endless as the empire he now serves. Anything more? An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. The child of Gith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power. You might be right. The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned. The Zaithisk itself was devised from such knowledge. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse, but a weapon I can twist and mold to my advantage. Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers.
These lands will soon be free of Shah's grasp. You can almost sense it. If I was a bard, I might be tempted to draw comparisons between nature and myself both shaking off Shah. But luckily for you, I'm no bard.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change. To give this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair. She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. The instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity. I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Bora, filha, pula.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Another step forward.
Ó, aqui era aquela muralha que a gente não tava conseguindo ver, né?
The sound of flesh echoes from further away, retreated beyond your reach.
E aí, sem muito o que eu fazer não. Aproveitar aqui pra ver se dá pra vender mais algumas coisinhas,
Just
viu?
tell me what you need. We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
do the rounds again.
Aqui nesse ato 2 acho que não tem mais nada pra ver não. Vamos ver aqui. Ainda ficou alguém aqui? Acho que não, né? O bebê tá aqui. Vou embora também. Embora também. Vamos pro acampamento. E aí?
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the Absolute. How? I'd never have protected a Bay Knight even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. him! He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. My research... It's not too deep. Just... You only have a matter of days to live.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you. Ooh, more nice here. Yes, fun.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now, said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak, could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what. It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
My faith will guide me.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bone. Moon Maiden Selûne, my mate, most high. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Achei que ela ia falar alguma coisa, né? Com o Brahma, que ela disse que tinha coisas que ela sabia da vida de um Brahma que o Brahma não sabia também. Beleza. Mais alguém aqui que eu tenho que falar? Acho que não, né? Cadê House? Tem o Will, né?
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know, or know of more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. 10 days after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
I need a quick word.
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here. I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? you are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them. I don't know.
Your parents both followed the Moon Maiden. I could sense their faith, even in a brief glimpse of the past.
It is a tragedy that the Moon Maiden's right was perverted by Shah. Your future was stolen from you.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
I wonder what the next move is.
Eu vou testar essa aqui por enquanto, pra ver. Rapaz, deixa eu tirar uns aqui que eu acho que eu nunca uso.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Será que eu preciso realmente dormir? Não queria não. Pera aí, deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui, né, caso eu durma. Se não tiver, eu vou só dar o reload aqui e ir por aquele caminho ao oeste, né?
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
Ah, tá.
I've been lied to. My whole life. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You will see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Tá. Não vou dormir. Porque eu vou perder aquela ruma de bônus e eu não estou afim. Né? Deixa eu voltar aqui. Não, pera aí, vamos voltar um pouquinho antes. Certo?
How much farther can I go?
Vixe, mas eu acho que eu vou ter que dormir porque talvez eu não consiga sair do acampamento. Não, mas se bem que pelo mapa acho que dá pra sair. Bom, tudo aqui. Se não... Oxe, por que não, doido? Caralho, sacanagem. Puta merda, hein? Aqui, ó, espelho mágico. Baú. Porra, aí é sacanagem. Puta merda. É assim mesmo. Deixa eu ver o que eu tenho aqui que dá pra fazer, né? As poções. Poções só me interessa a de velocidade aqui. Elixir. Isso aqui, isso aqui, isso aqui. Resistência não. Pele de árvore não. Heroísmo não. Vai ter que dormir, né? reorganizar aqui, né? Ixi, bagunçou tudo aqui, né? Pega aqui. Faça assim por tipo. Aqui é o que? Pega tudo por tipo. Então aqui ó, as bebidinhas. Vou botar nesse primeiro aqui. Esse aqui também. As flechas. Vou botar logo nesse segundo aqui. Aqui você vai botar no supérfluo para vender. Esse aqui é o que? As flechas para botar tudo aqui, velho. Aqui você bota esses aqui, né? Tem mais algum aqui? Acho que é esse mesmo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Ah, já é. Bicho, eu nunca tô usando esse crescer espinhos e nem se enredar, então eu vou tirar ele aqui na moral. Tirar esses outros aqui que eu não uso, né? Isso aqui serve de alguma coisa? Deixa eu ler esses livros tudinho aqui pra ver se aparece alguma coisa, né? Aqui. Vou guardar isso aqui. Já ter um bom peso. Vou juntar isso aqui. Não vou precisar. Beleza.
Time to press ahead.
Vamos
Might be
seguir.
useful. I need a moment for the two of us.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove pain. We'd better press on for now. And hope, but before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Beleza. Sim, tá meio pesado, né? Ó, aqui tem umas capas. Deixa eu ver aqui. A minha da armadura e resistência. Dela da aço, de aço. 8 pontos de vida temporário após conjurar magias em curta distância. Certo. Aqui tá meio estranho, né? Ó, essa aqui. Abraço do ceifador, né? E é armadura pesada. Ela tá podendo usar armadura pesada. Acho que eu vou botar no supérfluo, né? Essa aqui dá um espaço de magia para ela. Porque esse aqui é muito situacional, né?
Indolence breeds madness.
Looking ahead.
Essa daqui acho que pode ser uma boa para Gale, né?
I'm ready. Action, not reaction.
Let's get going.
Assume nothing.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Is that blood? At the ready. Never a dull moment.
Essa aqui é sensacional. Vamos embora. Cadê? Será que ele tem pra eu vender as coisas?
Ah, quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Eu acho que eu vou botar esses livros tudo no acampamento. Isso. O que eu tenho aqui que mais está pesando? Não.
Ah, quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Tá, bora. Sair do acampamento. E cadê? Ele foi pra... Nossa, muito feio. O negócio é eu saber onde é que ele tá, né? Foi todo embora. Sim, vamos lá.
Yes.
Colocar os...
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
There is work to do. Whatever it takes.
Eu vou tirar o que eu praticamente não uso, né? Deixa aqui.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Não era bem esse não, mas...
Let's move.
É esse mesmo.
Need to find a way forward.
É, galera. Para Baldur's Gate.
I hope I can say the same of myself. soon enough.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
Eu lembro que tinha só um lancezinho. Esse acampamento é onde? Amigão. Eu lembro que tinha um barco que ia lá pra... Ah, acho que era pra dar isso. Simbora.
Better not be cursed.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow,
and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Caralho. Mirante do Draco. Beleza, galera. Vamos ficando por aqui nesse episódio. Caralho, olha aí que... Se gostou, deixa um like, compartilha aí. Valeu!